Welcome to NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 4, where we continue on our path to crowning the first ever NXT champion in my world. Welcome, everybody. It's me, Mike Bro, again here, bringing everyone the 4th edition. Let's go ahead and start the show right now and get this on the road. An angle featuring Renee Young, Tom Phillips, and Corey Graves. As always, this is how we start the show here in the game's version of NXT. Everyone, welcome to NXT. Tonight we have one heck of a show for you. Corey Graves, Episode 4. We are just a few weeks away from NXT TakeOver Eden. Renee, things are really starting to shake loose. Tom Phillips. We already know the main event. What else will we find out here tonight? Renee Young. Wait, there appears to be some commotion backstage. We're getting word. Let's go to the back. The camera crew is heard screaming backstage as Finn Balor, James Storm, and Samoa Joe are in the backstage area arguing. The three are in one another's face and the pushing begins. Samoa Joe and Finn Balor start talking to one another harshly, leaving James Storm completely out of it, but Storm shoves both of them. Road agents come in and break it up, along with Triple H and William Regal. What the hell's going on here, William? Get this under control. Triple H walks away as Regal looks pissed off. Really? Really? It took less than 5 minutes into the show for you three to get into an altercation. I'm not going to have you three tearing up NXT apart for the next 3 weeks until TakeOver Eden. You need to get along. I have a vision for NXT, ladies. I have a vision for NXT, ladies. Sportsmanship. So tonight, you three will team up with one another. Regal pauses. You three will team up and take on the NXT champions Blake and Murphy and their partner for the evening, the Perfect 10, Tyler Dillinger. Now get your shit together. The NXT Championship Tournament storyline has advanced, as did the Commissioner storyline. A 62 rating, not bad, especially considering Finn Balor is not super over in this version of the game. Corey Graves, I fear until those three face off, NXT has a potential of being torn apart. Renee Young, tonight's main event has been set, everyone. Finn Balor, James Storm, and Samoa Joe, a.k.a. the main event of NXT TakeOver Eden, taking on the NXT Tag Team Champions in BAMF, Blake and Murphy, and Ty Dillinger. Let's go ahead and head to ringside for our first match of the evening. And about that, had solid in-ring action, but a non-existent crowd. The Vaudevillians defeated Jason Jordan and Chad Gable in 6 minutes when Aiden English defeated Jason Jordan by pinfall with a senton bomb. Apparently, the announcing and commentary is coming around. The dangerous spots in the match didn't go down well with some of the crowds. The intense physicality was too much for some of the fans. This match brought down the crowd's mood. If anybody knows any idea why I keep getting these negative ratings for the intense and physicality, I would love to hear it, because I have absolutely no idea what's going on different these last two shows versus the first show. I didn't change anything that I can recall. A video is shown indicating that Bayley will be here tonight. As you all recall, last week, Bayley had a one-on-one match with Emma where Dana Brooke interfered, and they had a 2-on-1 beatdown on Bayley. Enzo, Mori, Colin, Cassie, and Carmella are backstage. Enzo and Cass talk about being the last men eliminated in the crowning of the new NXT Championships last week. They talk about being the hottest tag team in wrestling today and wanting a shot at Blake and Murphy at NXT TakeOver Eden. Enzo says that next week he and Big Cass will take on the Mechanics and Dash and Dawson. Enzo confirmed that Regal let everyone know that he's keeping an eye on this deep NXT tag team division and that he'll announce on the Go Home show actually, who will be taking on the chumps for the straps. Cassie says that their ascension to the top of the NXT tag team rank starts next week. So a nice segment actually. Enzo's charisma, I may have bumped it up just a little bit. And an extremely short match, Tyler Breeze defeated Bull Dempsey in 4 minutes with a spinning wheel kick, aka the beauty spot. Bull Dempsey was off his game. Bull Dempsey and Tyler Breeze have good chemistry. And again, the dangerous spots are absolutely killing my crowds and matches. I will have to figure that out. The camera shows Triple H on the phone now, talking to somebody. Triple H gets up and walks to the door, closing it and removing it from our view and of what he was doing. So, Triple H isn't like Triple H as the authority on WWE television right now. He is a good guy, but he's a very protective participant when it comes to his NXT promotion. The camera focuses and shows us Alexa Bliss backstage with her boys, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Blake and Murphy. Alexa says that they aren't looking past Finn, Joe, and Storm. However, quite frankly, it's a joke that they're going to have to defend their tag team titles at NXT TakeOver Eden. She says that Regal is well aware of Blake and Murphy, went through in a grueling 4-way elimination match last week to even earn the championships, and this week, they're in the main event. She says not only does she promise that Blake and Murphy are winning tonight in the main event, but she promises that her boys will be walking out at TakeOver Eden, still the NXT champions, regardless. In a solid bout that had solid in-ring action, but not on the major heat, Baron Corbin defeated Solomon Crowe with the end of days. Again, my ratings are being killed for my violence and intensity. I have no idea what's going on. It is killing my ratings though. So we'll have to check into that. Again. After having just beat Solomon Crowe in a grueling, hard-fought match, Baron Corbin extends his hand and Crowe takes it. The two stare at one another for a while, the height difference really noticeable, and shake hands, much to the fans' delight. Again, I am a fan of sportsmanship and professional wrestling. The camera finds Bayley, who the fans pop loud for. She's standing with Byron Saxton. Byron: Bayley, last week you had a match with Emma one-on-one, and the match went into chaos almost as soon as the bell rang, with Dana Brooke attacking you. She and Emma continued the attack. Any idea why? I have no idea, Byron, but when I arrived, I went straight to the Commissioner Regal and had a conversation. Bayley smirks. At NXT TakeOver Eden, I will go one-on-one with Emma again. Dana Brooke and Emma walk up. Why not just make it a 2-on-2 match, Bayley, huh? Unless you don't think you'd be able to find anyone who'd want to tag with someone like you. Bayley thinks. Sure, Dana, she says, smiling. I'm sure I could find someone. You and Emma versus me and... You and who? Asks Emma. You'll just have to wait. I'm sure I can find someone who wants to team with someone like me. Bayley smirks and walks away. The camera opens and finds William Regal standing in the back next to Solomon Crowe. Thank you for meeting me, Solomon. What's up, Regal? What's up, Regal? Well, basically this segment is William Regal booking Solomon Crowe in a match at NXT TakeOver Eden against Apollo Crews. That's the gist of what happened here. It's not letting me scroll back up. So, anyways, Apollo Crews, Solomon Crowe, TakeOver Eden. Let's see what happens. A graphic flashes of Rhino and says, next week, Rhino is in action. In a match that had some good action, but not in the way of heat, Ty Dillinger and Blake and Murphy defeated Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and James Storm in 12:06 when Blake defeated James Storm by pinfall with a quick cradle. Alexa Bliss was great, the commentary was great, and look at that! The danger spots and physicality brought the rating way down. The performance of Samoa Joe was good, though. Baylor and Renee Young. Baylor and Joe just jumped off. So basically what I'm trying to play off here is Baylor and Joe jumping off the ropes and left Storm out to dry. Quick roll-up. Blake wins the main event at NXT TakeOver. Eden loses. Tom Phillips. They sure did, and Storm looks pissed. Corey Graves. What a despicable act by Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. You're supposed to be teaming with Samoa Joe tonight. Unbelievable. Renee Young. It looks like the mind games have been won. Baylor and Joe 1, Storm 0. Surely a point is trying to be made. 5 popularity increases, 11 decreases, and I'm guessing that's because of my ridiculously negative matches. So, we will try to get this on track for NXT Season 1, Episode 5 coming out tomorrow. But for now, until then, NXT The Game over and out.